Hello and welcome to Coffee Convo Wednesday for Wednesday, May 29th, 2019, episode 162. My name is Cindy Simmons. I will be your host today for Coffee Convo Wednesday, as I am each and every week. Thank you for joining me, whether you're watching on Facebook or you're watching on YouTube. I appreciate it. I will give you a good afternoon, morning, good evening, pineapple cheers. This mug is actually heavier than I thought it was. And you're thinking, how are you going to drink out of it? Oh, let me show you. So fun. You guys know I love big mugs and I cannot lie. This one is from, I don't know if you can see it, it's from Disney's Aladdin Resort and Spa in Hawaii. We went many years ago, but I did not get a coffee mug, but my best friend Mary Louise went recently with her family, and she brought me back a pineapple mug. Am I wearing a dress that matches? Yes, because I am dorky like that. So I'm gonna take off the lid so I can actually drink out of it. I will give you a cheers. Comment below and let me know what you're drinking right now. Coffee, tea, water, smoothie, whatever. Cheers. Actually, I'm gonna put the lid on it because it's so cute with the lid. And I'm just gonna take it off every time. Thank you for hanging out with me today. This is a show where we're gonna talk about 3 things and then I'm gonna give you something fun at the end because duh, that's what we do here. Hello. A little bit about me. I am originally from Los Angeles, grew up 30 minutes away from Disneyland, and now our family lives in Orlando, Florida, where we're less than 30 minutes away from Walt Disney World. We're a family of 5. My awesome husband, Eric, who does promotional products. He owns a company that does promotional products. Actually, his tagline is, we put logos on stuff. You can find him anywhere at mysmartshirt.com, all the socials. We have 2 daughters, Lily and Luna, 13 and 6, and my mama, Jane, lives with us. I am on the radio every single day, and I love it. Here in Orlando at Z88.3, you can find it. If you live here in Orlando, you can go to zradio.com. You can tell that smart device in your house to play Z88.3 or just download the app. And I am on 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so calculate that depending on where you live. Quick funny story before we get started today, because every time I think about it, it makes me laugh. Over the long holiday weekend, that Wilson Phillips song, Hold On For One More Day, well, it came on the radio, and I decided to Snapchat my husband, and I used this filter. When I put it on me, it was just a weird, I don't know, face filter thing. When I turned the filter on my husband, it made him look like a girl. Well, he started busting out singing Hold On by Wilson Phillips. You know, someday somebody's gonna make you wanna turn around and say goodbye, say goodbye. So he busts out the whole song. I'm telling you about this because if you are not following me on my Z88.3 Middays page, my Facebook page, here on Facebook, if you're watching on YouTube, if you didn't see it on Instagram, you need to go watch this video. It is so funny. Like, it's funny enough to me that it needs to be like on Ellen Tube, on the Ellen DeGeneres show. It needs to be on Good Morning. It needs to be somewhere because I love my husband so much and it is so funny. So if you have not had a chance to see him lip syncing to this song, it is so funny. I'm not kidding. I've watched this video like 25 times and it wasn't even planned. It was such a spur of the moment. That is why I love him, because he just gets me and my dorkiness, because he's just as dorky. Okay, I just had to tell you about that because it just makes me die laughing. All right, before we get started, also wanted to say a big fat congratulations to Doreen from Maryland. She is the winner of our mini ears, the Aladdin mini ears, which are so cute. I mean, look how pretty they are. So congratulations, Doreen from Maryland. You will have your Aladdin mini ears soon. Oh, I want to buy like a whole bunch more and give them away because they're so cute. But don't worry, we'll have something fun at the end of today's episode as well. All right, topic number 1. Speaking of Aladdin, we did go see Aladdin last Friday night, opening night. We did take a small mortgage out, our small second mortgage out on our house to pay for the tickets, but it was totally worth it. Because it was so good. Aladdin has been my favorite Disney movie forever and ever and ever. So I was really excited, and of course there were the nerves, like, oh, is it gonna be okay? But I didn't doubt Will Smith, because I love Will Smith, so that wasn't the doubt. It was just more like, oh, they're taking my favorite movie. But they did such a good job with Beauty and the Beast that I'm not really worried anymore when they do the live action. Like when they do The Lion King coming up in July, I'm excited for that too. Hello, Beyonce. But anyway, we loved Aladdin. I can't really ruin anything for you since it's not a sequel. So there's no spoiler alert here because there's no spoiling happening. I will just tell you it is beautiful. The music is great. The costumes are great. Everything's great. We loved it. But speaking of Aladdin, something I learned about Naomi Scott, the Princess Jasmine in this movie. Okay, first of all, the only other thing that she's done, if I'm correct in saying this, she was a pink Power Ranger. So this is like legit her second acting job. And she scores Princess Jasmine in this huge movie. I mean, come on, that is so exciting. But even cooler than that, she's a worship leader. I love that. She is 24 years old and her parents have a church in England, in the United Kingdom. And she was a worship leader there. And she said, and they're pastors of this church, which I love. So that's where she got her start. She's actually a singer, which when you see Disney's Aladdin, you will go, oh, yes, she is. And her acting is great too, but she is a singer first. That's what she's been doing. So she says she was growing up in church and that has forever connected her music to her faith. And she said leading worship is what shaped her as an artist. So Naomi Scott, you are my new favorite person. I love your singing, I love your acting, and I am all about your faith. So that kind of makes me excited. So we're gonna give Naomi Scott a big, so heavy, a big pineapple cheers for being a worship leader. I just think that's pretty awesome. It's still fun. It doesn't get less fun taking the lid off and drinking out of my pineapple mug. Dork. All right, next up on Coffee Convo Wednesday. I've had a good day today. I'm just in an extra good mood. I know you're like, really? You're always in a good mood. I'm just in an extra good mood. All right, next up, I want to tell you, I think I may have mentioned this before, but there is a girl that I follow on Instagram, Lip Gloss and Crayons, and her name is Carly Anderson. And I love Carly because she started a hashtag, kind of like a movement, if you will. I don't know, maybe like, it doesn't matter when, a while ago. And her hashtag is just wear the suit. And the reason I love this hashtag so much is she is encouraging all of us women to just get in your bathing suit and stop getting all in your head. Get in your bathing suit and get out of your head. So I posted a picture, it was one a friend of mine took, and I was like in my bathing suit on a rubber ducky floaty with a big hat from the Target dollar spot. Thank you very much because I love to frugal shop. And I was looking, I'm like, ugh, my thighs look big. I need to lose 20 pounds. Ugh. This is not a, I want you to give me a compliment below, although feel free to. No, I'm just kidding. This is not one of those moments. It's just, we all look in the mirror and we see what we see. So you can show me a picture and I'll be like, you look amazing, but you might look in the mirror and go, oh, I look terrible because of this, because of that. And that's what I do. We all do it, but I try not to do it because I have 2 daughters. I can 100% tell you that I do not ever say anything negative in front of my daughters ever, because I want them to grow up with a really positive body image. But hello, ladies and gentlemen, when you get in a bathing suit, you just feel all naked. So you feel all exposed. So I was super insecure about posting this picture, which is so silly. It wasn't like I was standing there in a bathing suit going, look at me in a bathing suit. It's like kind of from like a side view. But I still like had my weird insecurities. I don't know, but like, let's call it what it is. I'm not 20. I've had 2 children and I survived breast cancer. So like I have a port scar. The girls are kind of all out of whack, but I am alive. So the reason I'm bringing this up is I am kind of like challenging you. I am putting this out here as a challenge to you to hashtag just wear the suit. So I posted a picture. I posted on my Z88.3 Facebook page. I posted it on my Cindy Simmons Facebook page. I posted it on Instagram. I have posted it everywhere. And I'm going to continue to do that. Not because, ooh, look at me. I want you guys to see me in a bathing suit and then give me compliments. No, not at all. Our kids don't care. Our husbands don't care. We're the only ones who care. And are you ever at your local pool or a beach or on vacation somewhere? Are you looking at other women, and do you ever look at another woman and go, ugh, she has big thighs or her belly's big? Like, I don't, for sure. I look at other women and I'm like, wow, I wish I had their confidence. Whatever size they are, if they're rail thin or they're pleasantly plump, I never look at another woman and think, ugh, because I'm too busy going, ugh, about myself. But I'm gonna stop doing that. I keep saying this, and I'm gonna keep repeating it because I need to hear it as much as I think you need to hear it. And you're watching this show, we're kind of on the same page. So I feel like we as women just need to hear, it's okay, just wear the suit. God made each of us in his own image. So basically, like I say to my kids, if you say anything negative about your body, you're basically you're insulting God. Just saying. So stop getting in your head, get in your bathing suit, and run around your pool, run around the beach, run around the lake, whatever you're gonna do this summer with your family, but just do it and own it. And that's what I'm gonna do, because I don't want my kids to be in their 20s and 30s and be like, oh yeah, my mom never went in the pool. She never was in a bathing suit because she was always like, no, I don't want my kids to say that. I want to get in the pool, unless I've just done my hair, then I don't want it to be splashed. Okay, one step at a time, right? But I'm gonna get out there and I'm gonna wear my bathing suit. And I did. I did over Memorial Day weekend. I got in my bathing suit and I walked around the pool, and there were other thinner people, more shapely people, better bodied people than me. But I did it, and I got in the water, played with my kids, and I am going to do it all summer long. Deal? Deal. Let's do it together. So when you do it, take a picture, hashtag just wear the suit, and let's spread it. Like, let's just spread this like wildfire so that we just uplift each other and say, hey, you look great no matter what size you are. Let's just be us. I mean, I'm exhausted from that. I gotta drink some of my pineapple. All right, if you haven't hit like or share this post, share it right now. If you are watching this on YouTube, click subscribe, share it too if you want from YouTube. But click, like, share, love, love, love. Thank you. All right, and finally, on Coffee Convo Wednesday, topic number 3, speaking of showing off your body, I have to share this funny story. Just makes me giggle. So I told you we have 2 daughters, a 13-year-old and a 6-year-old. Well, my 6-year-old daughter, Luna, is super goofy, like super silly, crazy, goofy. I have no idea where she gets it from. And I love her for it. She is just like this goof, this free spirit, and she makes us laugh every single day. You ask my mom, she always says, oh, she gives me a laugh every single day. My mama Jane always says it, because it's true. So last night, she comes downstairs. I wish I had a book to show you. I should have thought of that. Oh, I do have a book. Hold on. Okay, so last night, she comes downstairs. And she is, Mom, watch. I can read and run at the same time. So she starts going, way out west, where the vehicles run from ranch to ranch. And she's running through the house, reading, talking about, look how I can read and run at the same time, which is a feat in itself, right? Right. Except for the fact that she was in her birthday suit, you know, in the buff, from head to toe, without a care in the world. And there she is. Running, reading, full on buff, in the nude, naked, and loving it, just like a free little woo. When I say I was crying laughing, I mean almost laughing as hard as my husband doing the Wilson Phillips song on Instagram. It's so funny. And I thought, oh, to be a little babe, a little 6-year-old babe without a care in the world, just running around naked. I mean, come on, even if I had the perfect body, I still wouldn't run around naked, because also that would be illegal and weird. And you would be like, please put some clothes on. But she's so funny. Like, Mom, look, I can run and read at the same time. Because when are you ever going to need that talent? I can run and read naked. Anyway, so I just had to share that because it was really funny. And it just, you know, hashtag goals. She is always living her best life. Like, always living her best life. Like, it's so funny to me. Just to be that young and not care. Cheers. All right, that's it for Coffee Convo Wednesday for Wednesday, May 29th, 2019, episode 162. But before we get out of here, I want to give you some coffee. It's been a while since I've given you some coffee, and duh, it's called Coffee Convo Wednesday for a reason. But if you don't drink coffee, get yourself a tea or the egg bites. They're so good. So I have a gift card for you for Starbucks. All you have to do is comment coffee, because that's what the show's called. Comment coffee and the name of the state where you watch Coffee Convo Wednesday, and one of you will be randomly selected to win this Starbucks gift card, and we will announce the winner next week. So comment coffee and the name of the state where you're watching Coffee Convo Wednesday, and we will pick a winner and announce it on next week's show. Speaking of next week's show, it's the first week of June. My friend Michelle from the Main Street Mouse, who's been on the show before, she is going to be our special guest on the show next week. Why? Besides the fact that she's awesome, she is at Disneyland right now for the opening of Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit of a Jelly Clarkson. Okay, that's a lie. I am lying. No, I'm not gonna lie. I am a bit of a Jelly Clarkson. I am super, super excited for her, but man, that is so cool. You know how much I love Star Wars. So she is gonna be back here a week from today, depending on when you're watching this, but she'll be back next Wednesday, and she will be on the show with us. And I cannot wait, because she is gonna give us all of the Star Wars Galaxy's Edge scoop from Disneyland, because we don't get it here in Orlando, Walt Disney World. We don't get it until the end of August. So you people on the West Coast, you get it. You get it like this week, which is so exciting. So she'll give us the full scoop on Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. I cannot wait to have her on the show. And speaking of the Main Street Mouse, I am now an official guest contributor. I am part of the Main Street Mouse crew. So today, my first article came out, and it is about traveling with a temporary disability at Walt Disney World. So go to themainstreetmouse.com. If you're reading this on or watching this on Facebook, I have posted a link below. I've also posted the video of my husband singing Wilson Phillips, which I didn't even tell you the best part. I'm sidebarring here for just a second. Carney Wilson commented on my husband's video and said, "That's genius." She commented on Instagram, if you want to go check out that post, and she retweeted the video on Twitter. Okay, anyway. So if you want to see the Main Street Mouse article, go to themainstreetmouse.com. I've also linked it here on my Facebook page. If you're watching on YouTube, you just need to bebop over to themainstreetmouse.com or on my Facebook page to check out the article. Follow me on all of the socials. You can do that by going to cindysimmons.com. You can link over to my socials there. You can shoot me an email. You can also connect with me on my Z88.3 page. And don't forget, you can link over there to listen to me on the radio every day, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Very exciting. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. I'm going to get my pineapple. I'm going to give you a cheers. Cheers. And I will see you in 1 week with Michelle Atwood from the Main Street Mouse. Spread joy and kindness like Nutella. Thanks for hanging out with me on Coffee Convo Wednesday, and I'll see you next week. Cheers!